and welcome to the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. I am Dizzle, the armchair quarterback, and I'm here with the real wrestling historian himself, Dutchy.
Yo, Eric will be here as soon as he figures out how to run an internet connection.
Yeah, so Eric will be here soon, and we're going to have a great conversation with him, the man that puts the E in easy money. Easy money, Eric.
Yeah.
And here he is.
I mean, he'll be here soon.
Yeah, he's coming.
He's buffing.
We're here for a big episode. We're here to talk. Every few months, we like to talk about the state of wrestling.
Right.
And where wrestling is currently, not just WWE, but every company, not New Japan and shit, but every American company and North American company that is doing well, AEW, WWE, TNA, see where they're at right now. See how wrestling's doing in the States pretty much. Right now, it's in a good damn place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we did have pretty bad news this week.
Yeah, it wasn't great news.
And that news was that Hulk Hogan has passed away.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Terry Bollea. He, a lot of the reason we're all sitting here. There he is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you too. I can see you're pissed off too. It's getting irritated.
Yep.
The man that puts the E in easy irritation, Eric's here, everybody.
What's up?
Easily irritated.
The thing is, he used to not be easily irritated. Then he started hanging out with me.
Right.
And then it just got worse.
You can irritate anybody.
I'm not that irritated anymore.
Yeah, we cheered you up. Seeing our sweet faces. We are here and we are back. It's been about 2 weeks, damn it. And we're here to talk about the state of wrestling. We're here to talk about current wrestling. Me, Eric, and Dutchy. That's what we're here to do. But also the first 10 minutes of the show, we do got to dedicate to wrestling's biggest star that is no longer with us. Hulk Hogan passed away yesterday.
Yeah.
71 years old. Cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the full story apparently was he had neck surgery a couple weeks ago, and his body just shut down.
Yeah.
So it was a botched surgery. So whoever that doctor is in Tampa is screwed. Because Hogan started going through like renal failure, and his kidneys started shutting down, and he would basically like. The hospital basically said, there's nothing more we can do for you. So you're going to go home. And then his wife kind of made his home into like a hospital room. And then she stayed with him until he was gone.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, even though what happened a few weeks ago was Bubba the Love Sponge said he heard Hulk Hogan was in bad spirits. And Hulk Hogan was in a bad way and was on his deathbed. B. Brian Blair, who's been a friend of Hulk Hogan's since the 70s, because they both grew up in Tampa, debunked the rumor and said Bubba the Love Sponge was full of shit, which usually is true.
Yeah.
Okay. But it turns out that Bubba was right all along. But the reason why because B. Brian Blair checked in on Hogan said he was fine, or somebody said he was fine or whatever, or maybe they just wanted Bubba the Love Sponge to look like an idiot because Hulk and Bubba are not necessarily close anymore.
Yeah. They
used to be, but they're not anymore.
Yeah, and I didn't believe it when I was seeing it last week either.
Yeah, it was...
What's going on there? Are you cloning yourself now?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
All right, cool. Yeah, the legend of Hulk Hogan is insane. And a lot of people are saying a lot of things right now. And this show, we talk about wrestling. We do talk about people and personalities a little bit behind the stage, but we really don't like to get into that much. I know Doug's a fan of it.
Yeah.
But I really like to talk about what I see on the screen. And what I saw on the screen was Hulk Hogan dominating for years and being the biggest box office draw and being the biggest. He's the reason they went national. It was him and Vince. So no matter what you think about those two people, you know, him, and there was a lot of big parts in that too. Fucking Andre Macho, a lot of talent, a lot of backstage, Pat Patterson, a lot of minds. But Hulk Hogan, you know, is a lot of success mainstream pro wrestling. You know, the golden age was because of him. And then you go into WCW, and my favorite era, still to this day, I've said it on the show multiple times, the NWO era is my favorite era. And he's the arch villain of that era. He is like a big piece of that fucking era. And then even coming back, I like Captain America or whatever the fuck it was.
Mr. America, yeah.
That shit was funny. Hulk Hogan he's got a historic legacy, and whatever you say about the dude, it doesn't really matter, because as far as wrestling, if you have a wrestling podcast, if you enjoy wrestling, if you're a fan of wrestling, you do have to acknowledge his impact at the end of the day. You do have to, not that you have to respect anything. I don't have to tell you what you need to do. But to me, I will always respect, you know, the fucking contributions that he put in.
Okay, so I've never really been a Hogan fan. There's plenty of episodes you can find of me saying stuff that's not very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I'm not going to disrespect him.
But without Hulk Hogan, wrestling would not have got the golden era, probably would not have existed. Golden era is one of my favorite eras. And it's because of Hulk Hogan. Now, there were other building blocks with it, but he was the guy. He was the top.
Yep.
Because, and here's the thing, and I know we'll get into this more with, next week. And by the way, next week, we're also going to have Rugged Rod Price back on the show with us. He wants to come on. He wants to pay tribute to the Hulk. Here's the thing, like going back to when WWF ran three towns.
Yeah.
Your A town, your B town, and your C town. All right. If you were a wrestler back in that time, let's say probably 87, the A town main event was Hogan and Harley Race. Okay. In the summer of 87. Your B town main event was probably Honky and Savage for the Intercontinental title. And your C-Town main event would be the Hart Foundation and the Bulldogs.
Yes.
Because those are all title matches, so those would all be main events. Which one do you think, guys, in the 80s, which town do you think they wanted to work in?
Hogan's town.
Exactly, because Hogan was making the money.
Yeah.
Because that's who everybody wanted to see, because he was all over, he was all over the television screens. He was doing all the mainstream appearances. He was the guy. Terry Bollea may not have been the perfect human being, but Hulk Hogan was as close to Superman as you could get.
Yeah. Who'd you steal that from? Whose quote was that?
I
feel like I read that somewhere yesterday.
I'm pretty sure I did read it. No, it's not that I read that. It's just that I saw a Hulk Hogan versus Superman like kind of illustration or something.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm using that.
That's an original thought. But I agree, and I think that's a great way to put it. And Hulk Hogan, he is 80s wrestling, but that became wrestling too, and he became like. He paved all the ways, and he's 80s wrestling, he's 90s wrestling. He even became 2000s wrestling for a while, and Icon versus Icon and The Rock, and
which I saw live, by the way.
Yes, and we bring that up so many times about you being there because of how iconic that moment is.
Yeah,
and how big that is that you got to see Hulk Hogan and the fucking Rock, and that thing's still talked about. That's probably his last epic thing.
Yeah,
and that was epic. And it might be the last epic thing done, honestly. Even though I'd put Cody up there with Roman. But still, Hogan, he's just the trailblazer, the pioneer of an industry. He definitely deserves the respect at the end of the day. He did a lot for the business. And that's probably the last thing I'll say about him. What do you have, Eric?
He did a lot for the business, and it wouldn't be what it is today. There wouldn't be AEW, there wouldn't be TNA, there wouldn't be MLW, obviously WWE.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Hogan.
Exactly.
Because you got to think too. If it wasn't for if Vince would have failed going national, like if he wouldn't have had Hogan, let's say Hogan stayed in the AWA.
Yeah.
All right. There wouldn't have been that national cable overlay. All right. The territories would still be a thing, and you would only the only program we would probably be getting right now would be ECW. If it were still a thing.
Yeah.
I think Paul Heyman would have crashed that 20 years ago, like he did.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that wrestling wouldn't have become national, and it'd still be a territory system. So we'd have to go we'd have to read everything on the internet. We wouldn't be able to watch AEW every week. We wouldn't be able to watch WWE every week. We wouldn't be able to watch TNA, and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
Hogan was a national cable attraction.
Yeah, 100%. And his impact will forever be felt. And I'm glad even the guys that have taken cheap shots and pot shots over the years, and not just you, but the talent. I hope Punk still gives him respect, even although he dirty ass at the Royal Rumble. I hope you still fucking give him your respect, because you wouldn't be doing your deal without him. And it's just the way it is. And I know Ed Meltzer's, he did not fucking save wrestling, and there are people that are debating that fact. But if you're going to sit here and say that Hulk Hogan isn't a pioneer in professional wrestling, then you are straight up a fucking idiot. And there's nothing to say besides that. You can think he was overrated. You can think his work was ass. But if you're going to sit here, look me in the eyes and say he was not a pioneer for wrestling, then you're a fucking idiot. Because he just plainly was.
And I might not have been a fan, but I agree with that.
Yeah, he was before my time. Like I said, I love him as a part of the NWO and stuff, but I wasn't.
He was before my time too.
I was laying on a mattress when people were saying their prayers and eating their vitamins.
Yeah.
I was still in Pop's balls, and not even probably developed yet. But Hogan he was still doing it when I was a kid and watching it, 2003, 2004.
He changed the industry 3 times, different times, or 2 or 3 different times.
Thank you, brother. But yeah, that's pretty much. Now let's all recommend a match for Hogan for people to go and watch this week, and we will be talking about him next week. My match I'm recommending is him and Goldberg, because I think that is a pretty good in the Georgia Dome. Yeah. I think it was a pretty good, especially all the people that want to say that whatever about him not that it doesn't work for me, brother, and stuff. That was the perfect case of I'm going to get a young guy over. And I thought he worked that match as a great heel, getting a young guy over. So, yeah, I'm going him and Goldberg for people to check out. What do you got?
Him and Slaughter from WrestleMania 7. For a WrestleMania that was doomed to fail. And it was doomed to fail. This was actually a pretty decent main event.
Those are good ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I always like the Slaughter match. Eric?
Yeah. I got WrestleMania 5, Hogan and Macho. 2 friends going at it.
The mega powers explode.
Yep.
There you go.
Nope.
Go ahead.
Or I was just gonna say, I was just gonna ask Eric. Now, is it are all the old episodes being uploaded to YouTube or are just on the Spotify?
Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple. So I started with the every Tuesday there's going to be episode from our past episodes uploaded.
Sweet.
And then the new episodes are going to be uploaded too. It started with the team rankings, tag team rankings.
Sweet.
So if you just want to listen to the just wrestling shows, you can check that out.
That's sweet.
All right. Now let's move on to our current subject. We'll do a brief moment of silence for Hulk Hogan. All right. Now let's continue on with the program.
I almost fell asleep with my eyes closed.
We're getting old in this bitch. We got several things. The state of wrestling means a lot of things. Now, was Hogan and Rock bigger of a match than Hogan and Goldberg? Match, hype, over, crowd size. Match hype over crowds. I mean, Hogan and Goldberg didn't have as much of a build-up. So that was announced on the Thunder and then done on the Monday. As far as the house, they stacked 41,000 on 5 days in the Georgia Dome, right?
Yeah.
How many were there with you and fucking
68?
So more people were there for Hogan and Rock, to answer the question. More people were there.
Because I think the Sky Dome's a bigger building.
But the Goldberg and Hogan match is universally known that if they put a month of promotion and did it at a pay-per-view, it would have been the biggest pay-per-view they ever did.
Yeah.
They had 5 days and they had the Georgia Dome packed, 41,000 or whatever. I think that more than that maybe, but a lot of people were there. And they're for a Nitro too, not a pay-per-view. Like this was a Nitro. So they could have made a lot more off that, but that was still a great fucking. I still love the way that was done. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh no, I agree.
Because that's what made WCW cool, was that shit happened out of nowhere. There you also was a title match. Yep. So I think both matches have huge impact.
Oh yeah.
As far as like what the better match is, the crowd is fucking going crazy for both of them. But when Hogan kicks out of the rock bottom, it's fucking insane.
Yeah.
And then Rock kicks out and they go crazy again. That was great. That was a pretty good reaction. But the spear got a good pop too. And the Goldberg with all those people.
Yeah.
You know. It was a lot. It was good. All right, let's talk some current. The state of wrestling right now is good. Like I said at the beginning of the show, we're in a world where TNA just did 7,000 people, the biggest house they've ever done. AEW just did over 20 in Texas, the biggest North American show they've ever done. And WWE just had their all-women show that was very well received, and a lot of people. And WWE's had probably the biggest year they've ever fucking had money-wise.
Money-wise, well, that's because also you're charging $1,000 a ticket for the cheap seats.
Not even. It's like $1,000 a butt cheek. It's like $2,000 a ticket. So everybody, the wrestling business is well and healthy right now, and it's doing very good. And yes, AEW's had some struggle, but they're kind of back, and they're like in public favor. All I see right now, and the algorithm and shit, is people just love it. 1,000 just for part. Yeah, that's true. But people are fucking back on AEW's bandwagon and liking what they. And now that they got the belt out of the briefcase, they're running hot with momentum. So what Eric
was my boy, so I was so happy when he won, just like when Cody won. So,
and here's the thing now, and this is where AEW is being smart. Yeah. They're taking a few weeks to be, in a different. So they're in Chicago. They've been in Chicago all last week, and I think all this week, and I think they got another week in Chicago, right? Yeah.
I think I forget where they are next week.
Yeah, because it's 6 weeks.
Or no, or I think 3 weeks, and then they're going to do 6 weeks in Philly, I think.
Oh, yeah, 6 weeks in Philly. Are we going to any of that shit?
If you still want to, I think I'm down.
It would have to be for a Collision, because I'm not. I know it's not as good of a show, but I'm not taking off on a Wednesday.
I know.
But a Collision, a Saturday Night Collision, I wouldn't be mad at.
Yeah.
We can watch fucking Bandito.
Are you down, Doug?
I mean, I would definitely be down. We would just have to make other arrangements for this other program that.
Our other show.
But I think also going to an AEW show just to say that we've been to one, because I've been to TNA, I've been to Ring of Honor, I've been to. And you were on the show too.
I've been to all those.
Yeah,
too, yeah.
I went to TNA.
Ring of Honor, WWE. Back in the day, I went to a WCW show.
Oh, did you really? You son of a bitch! I didn't know that.
I did go to an ROH though. We went to that ROH that we went to together.
Yeah,
you never told me you went to a WCW show.
We never talked about it.
No.
All right, so 1996, the last event in the WCW, the last event in the old Memorial Auditorium, the last wrestling event. It was the Ilio DiPaolo Memorial.
Did the NWO start yet?
You remember, right?
I am getting it now. Yeah, I remember you telling the story.
Yeah. Now. So, no, the NWO had not started yet. The main event. So they did 3 matches with legends. Yeah. Missing Link was there.
That's sick.
Okay. They started the night with the little guys. I'm just glad I didn't call him what we used to call him. Like, this is the first time I've never said that word on air.
Way to pay attention. Way to
Yeah.
pay attention to that.
So, they started off with the little guys.
Yeah.
Missing Link did a match.
Yeah.
Dominic DeNucci wrestled, I think.
Yeah.
And then they did a card of 7 matches. Then they took a little bit of an intermission.
Yeah.
And they did 7 matches for WCW. Giant and Hogan. The big matches were, Giant and Sting for the world title. Macho Man and Flair. Angelo Poffo was in Macho Man's corner. Macho's father. And we got a Buffalo Street fight with the Nasty Boys and Public Enemy.
That's sick.
Okay. And Booty Man, Brutus Beefcake, no-showed. He was supposed to wrestle VK Wall Street, so we ended up getting the debut of Joe Gomez.
So was Hogan there? Or?
No. Again, it was a non-televised event.
And Flair wasn't there either?
No, Flair wrestled Savage.
Oh, Flair's
okay. Flair wrestled.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah. And we also had DDP Alex Wright, Conan Big Bubba for the U.S. title. Like I said, VK Wall Street, Joe Gomez, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan wrestled Lex Luger for the television title.
Sure.
Okay. And it was a big event. It was a family affair. So it was Mom, Dad, myself, Sharon and Baba, and then Grandpa Hummer and Uncle Al and Grandpa's other brother, Uncle Dennis.
Damn.
So it was a big family affair. And so yes, I have been
that was the only one?
Yeah, that was the only WCW show I had ever gone to. I wanted to go to another one, but I was told I couldn't because my grades sucked.
Yeah.
Which it is what it is.
You don't want to bring up old shit.
But yeah, so I have been, again, it was a house show.
So you've been to every single modern company that you've been alive for, besides like territory shit.
I never went to technically we went to a WWE CW show.
Yeah.
But I don't think that counts.
It doesn't count.
So, but yeah. So
I mean, Sandman was there.
And Dreamer.
Yeah.
And RVD and Sabu. But yeah, so
you haven't been to AEW though.
No.
So
that would be something that I think we should do.
Okay.
That's on my bucket list. I went to ROH, I went to WWE, obviously, and then TNA. I went with my brother in Florida.
Well, didn't you go to a New Japan too, or like it was a crossover, right?
Yeah, I think that was the ROH, wasn't it?
ROH and New Japan, one of their crossovers.
Yeah, that's the one we went to. I think the other.
Well, I didn't go. I skipped out of this one because you wanted me to drive.
Oh. Oh, I went to NST too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so this would be a cool one, I think, to go to.
Yep.
Yeah. Death by Dishonor is going to be that weekend too, or one of the weekends.
Yeah, they're doing a whole weekend. I think.
Ring of Honor is going to be there. Death by
I think they're doing two weekends in Philly and 2 Dynamites.
Yeah, so they're going to be in town for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, I think it's 2 Dynamites and 2 Collisions or something like that.
I thought it was more, but
No, I think it is more. Hold up.
I know they're doing one in September.
We're going to Glasgow? They're doing Forbidden Door. Yeah, Dynamite in Philadelphia. Death Before Dishonor, August 29th. August 30th, Collision. Then another Dynamite on September 3rd. Then another Collision on September 6th. Then another Dynamite on the 10th.
Oh, wow. They're doing 3 in Philly.
And then they're going to London on the 17th. So
Yep.
they're doing a good stretch.
And then they have Canada.
well, they have London and that, or no, it's London, Ontario, I think it said. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's when they're gonna reunite Edge and Christian.
yeah,
We're waiting for Canada.
In Toronto.
yeah,
Yep.
Toronto. But yeah, no, I think this is a discussion I think the 3 of us should have.
Oh, definitely.
All right. The state of wrestling. Eric wanted us to ask all 3 of. We wanted to ask each other 3 questions each. I'm going to start out with something hot.
Okay.
And this is maybe a bit controversial. And I'm going to ask it to both of you. Eric, I'm going to actually have you go first.
Okay.
Has TNA benefited from the WWE partnership at all?
Yes, because they could be getting a TV deal, even if it's a small one. It's still better than what they have right now. It could be, what is it, FS1,
Yeah.
Tebow, and what was the other one?
Well, I think I think you mean Tubi.
Tubi, and then A&E.
They're going to be on Tubi? That would be sick. Tubi's free.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Tubi.
That would be a big deal.
I mean, FS1, I think would you'd probably get more viewers on FS1 and a lot more eyes because of the people that are on FS1.
But Fox already dealt with WWE. I don't know. Do they want to deal with them again? I mean, it's not WWE, but
yeah, that and back in the day, Impact was on. It wasn't FS1 at the time. It was called Fox Sports Net.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, but yeah,
if they go to Tubi, I could see them maybe having the library there. Could they have a library on Tubi?
They don't have a library on Tubi, but they do. Like, I could see them probably moving their stuff from Impact Plus to
Tubi.
Yeah,
that's why I kind of think it might be Tubi, because they could have a deal like that.
So you think so you guys don't think the WWE is benefiting a little bit more?
I think they're benefiting more, but I don't think that TNA is not benefiting at all.
Yeah,
I do think that it's a big mistake. Well, first of all, I think JC Jane was a huge mistake going all the way back to her conception. But that's her parents' fault. So, and her being both NXT Women's Champion and TNA Knockouts Champion is dog shit.
Yeah.
You have a lot more
women
on that roster, and I'm not talking about Tessa Blanchard because she sucks too.
I forgot she's back.
She's not that bad in the ring.
But that's another thing Tully should have been thrown in jail for. But so I do think that they're pushing they gave the wrong people from NXT the TNA championships. I mean, Trick Williams is okay, but he's run its course. Mike Santana should be the TNA champion right now. And if you wait too long, like you waited with Joe Henry, the people aren't going to give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 7,000 people, the biggest house they ever had, and it did kind of feel like an NXT show. It kind of felt, I mean, good for Trick and everything, but he's not AJ coming back was fucking awesome though.
Yeah, that was epic.
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
That was epic.
That's where I fucking became a huge fan of him. So the fact that he came home and I love what he's doing in WWE and the shit with Dom. That's probably my favorite feud going on right now, because I'm going to ask that question too later. But I love him and Dom, and I love the whole. He's a paramedic now. He's a janitor. When he was doing all the jobs on Monday.
Yeah,
AJ has been doing some great shit late in his career. Even though a lot of it's just getting young guys over, but he's doing it well.
Yeah, I mean he didn't wrestle the guy on Sunday, but when he raised Leon Slater's hand, I mean he was the only WWE guy to really put over a TNA person.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, absolutely. So good for I agree with you. I do think that Santana should have won the belt though. Can we agree that Edge's return and save took way too long? What the fuck? Yes.
Yeah. It was the same thing when Jeff Hardy debuted. Jeff Hardy comes in, does the
fucking like that's become like a funny meme online though.
Yeah, now the meme is gonna be me doing it.
The meme is, oh, Matt will be getting like fucking jumped with 18 dudes with baseball bats, and Jeff's coming to save his brother, and he's like, "Wait, let me fucking dance first." and then I'll come and save you. Matt's on the ground.
Yeah, quit your dancing. You're not one of the fucking bushwhackers.
My second question. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask the whole group. You ready?
Yeah.
Is AEW starting to win back public favor, not only for themselves, but away from WWE? Are people starting to see through WWE a little bit?
That's hard.
I don't think they're starting to see through WWE, but I do think they're starting to see an alternative to where, like, if something sucks in WWE, we could just, wait and watch wrestling on Wednesday or on Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't think AEW is doing anything to pull WWE fans away.
No.
Except for
They're
if
keeping their fans though.
Yeah, they're keeping their fans. And the thing is, I love wrestling. So I will now, again, it's on too late and I'm too old to stay up till 10 o'clock. But like, wrestling is wrestling and I'll watch it. It's been that way since I was a kid.
Exactly.
If I wanted to watch wrestling and ECW was the only thing on, I watched ECW.
GWF, anything.
GWF, USWA, didn't matter. If it was wrestling and it was on, I was watching it. Fucking Wow Women of Wrestling.
What was the one on MTV? What was that shit on MTV, Doug? I forgot the name.
Society X, it was the same thing.
Yep.
I watched that too.
That shit was awesome.
Okay.
I enjoyed that show.
Yeah, me too.
Now, so if it's wrestling and it's on, and I'm not too grumpy and don't feel like going to bed, which jury's out.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it tonight.
Yeah,
we're always gonna watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not. It's just another. They're just doing well enough to where it's just like you want to turn it on, and you don't really feel like obligated.
What I mean by see through WWE is see them as being a little like corporate and a little bit like about the money and about the business, how much they're charging a ticket. And listen, I love WWE. I will always watch. I'm going to watch SmackDown tonight. I go to the shows. I'm a huge fan. And the AAA thing, and now that Tony revealed, and that was a big reveal from Tony, saying that he got screwed over when he tried to do a deal with AAA, and then they announced that Dragon Lee was going to WWE like that night after they had him beat Tony's guys, FTR.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was a double cross, on Tony. So WWE's been getting exposed, and the stuff with R-Truth. They didn't look great in that situation. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's been a couple things like that lately to where people are kind of starting to be like, and like fucking launching SummerSlam for 2 nights. There's people that have different opinions on that. And they counter-programmed against AEW. And I'll be the first one to say, AEW had a better fucking night. All In was better than Saturday night's main event.
Well, I mean, technically, Great American Bash ran against All In.
It was better than that too.
Well, no, I agree.
But they counter-programmed the whole day. Saturday night's main event was still on while All In was on because it went all fucking
right.
All In was a fucking festival. That was Lollapalooza. Tony even said it. That was like fucking Rolling Loud. You were there all.
Yeah, it was a WrestleMania.
And then
WrestleMania is not 10 fucking hours. That was like an 8-hour show.
Yeah.
That's like
if you think about it, it would be like 2 nights.
Yeah.
If they did it 2 nights.
And also too, I mean, and WWE is going to continue to do it because isn't WWE probably going to run their NXT show against All In or All Out?
Wow. Or Forbidden Door. We're out. Well,
whatever. Yeah, WWE has 2 NXT shows coming up, one in August, one in September. I guarantee you one of them is going to run up against, or both of them probably run up against the AEW shows.
But the counter programming has been and Tony said it's been happening for years, but it's really becoming evident now when it's like, oh, our big show. Well, Goldberg's coming back. And for bringing Goldberg and all that stuff, I do think that AEW kind of had the better weekend. I do think Evolution blew everything out of the water. I think Evolution was the best thing from that weekend.
Yeah, and it was the thing that was the least promoted too, by the way.
Yeah, it was the least promoted, but Rhea and Io was the best match, probably. The best event. What are you doing?
There's a fruit fly.
Oh, yeah. That match was fucking amazing. Did All In have great match? I love Tony Storm and Mercedes. I thought that was a great match. But
probably Mercedes' best match in AEW.
Rhea and Io was the best match, though. And that was better than Tony. And I loved – and Texas Death, I like fucking extreme shit. And that was – and the fork thing and the blood squirting, and I've seen it in slow motion now. That was fucking cool. And yes, I know it's real, and why would you bring real shit into fake shit? But still, that was fucking cool. And it was good. Moxley's an extreme motherfucker for letting that take place. And the whole hanging, his name's Hangman, it makes fucking sense.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. I thought the whole thing was done very well. Swerve, Darby, Danielson.
Prince Nana being pretty much the biggest baby face of the entire fucking match because Marina Shafir fucking gets up from a Death Valley driver through a table. And then fucking she goes to grab the briefcase and Prince Nana basically just neutralizes her by handcuffing her. So like Hangman Page, everybody that came out to help Hangman, Prince Nana did the most damage.
You're not the biggest Prince Nana fan, are you, Doug?
Well, they got into an altercation.
I got into an altercation with the man 15 years ago.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
But
it was at ROH, wasn't it?
It was at an ROH show. But I'll tell you this right now. Like Prince Nana to me, even though he's a babyface manager,
he's better than Don Callis.
Well, no, Don Callis is the best manager in AEW right now. He's a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
And a piece of shit. But he is the best manager in Ring of Honor right now as far as being a heel. As far as being a babyface, Nana is making it work.
Yeah, he is. Since Swerve and him worked good together.
Yeah,
it's a part of the package, and the whole whose house, Swerve's house, and the fucking it just works. Dude.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, yes, Prince Nana is probably going to turn on him eventually.
Because I'm not trying to act like a genius here, like I called it, but I've been saying it to Eric for fucking a year now that if they focus on Ospreay, and I know he's hurt now, but if they focus on Ospreay, Strickland, Hangman, and MJF, you're gold. You're gold.
Yep, and that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's all they need.
And then Tony Storm and MoneyE.
Yeah.
Tony Storm
and what's her name? ROH Women's Champion.
Athena, yeah.
I'm glad they're starting to put her in AEW.
Oh yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's other good parts to AEW, which can I get to one of my questions?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to throw this. Does it have to be to both of you or?
No, it can be to one.
All right. Well, obviously it can't be to you because you keep walking away. So Eric, I'm going to ask you.
Okay.
Who are the top 5, in your opinion? Who are the top 5 women in AEW right now?
Tony Storm, number 1. MoneyE, number 2. I would have said Mariah May, but that's out the window. Athena, I guess. Statlander. And what's her name? the one I forgot her name. The one that had the rivalry with Statler.
Willow?
Yeah.
You want to hear mine?
Because
Yeah.
Willow's over, so that's why I put her in the top 5.
Tony, running the division. And then Mercedes, I agree. It's time to stop calling her a bust. She contributes a lot to the show.
Yep.
And that match proved it. She's the shit, and you guys got to start smelling it.
Yeah, and the fact that she put Tony over says a lot.
Exactly. So Tony, I mean, it says a good amount. I mean, she's been like Goldberg. She's been fucking undefeated this whole time.
Yeah.
I mean,
She has like 7 bouts since she did that.
She's got all the titles in the world that never lost a fucking match there. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
She's eventually going to win it, but
so I would say those two, and then for the third, I would go Megan Bain.
Okay.
okay.
There's still a lot of fucking potential there. For 4, I'm gonna go odd, and I'm gonna go Harley Cameron
Okay.
because I think there's the Field of Wrath. She's over. She gets shit over.
Now, she is dealing with a broken honker right now, but
She looked cute in that cat mask when she came back, though.
yeah.
And I like that, and I like her and Anna Jay. That's a great combo.
Right.
And Tay Mello's okay too, but I like her and Anna together. So those 4, and then for the 5th, I'd probably go like a Sheeta if she comes back, or a Riho.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and the funny thing is, and this new group that had been formed with Tekla, the Spider Girl, and Sky Blue and Julia Hart. Obviously, they're going to set something up where they're going to do a bunch of trios matches with Anna Jay and Tay Mello and Harley Cameron when Harley's cleared to compete.
Yeah.
Not going to be the greatest, matches in the world, but you do have Tekla along with Julia Hart and Sky Blue are
Very talented.
They're very talented. And by the way, Julia Hart's only
23?
26 years old.
Oh.
So
She's the one. No, she's not the one that's dating someone that's not been there. Jungle Boy.
no,
I don't know where he's been.
That's Anna Jay.
Yeah.
No, she is. But I mean, she started with that company when she was 19.
Yeah.
Okay. So she is, she's young. Sky Blue is young. So
a lot of talent and potential.
A lot of talent and potential, especially within that group. The next question I want to ask, and I'm going to throw it to you first. Is Jey Uso kind of on the, in your opinion, is Jey Uso kind of on the downswing as far as like his push is concerned?
No, because teaming with Roman's still a big deal. Him and Roman against Braun, and Braun's going to be really good, and I think that's going to work out. I don't think so. I think the Yeet shirts are still selling. I think the crowd's still into it. Not everybody can be the world champion all the fucking time. He had his moment. It's over now, but I still think he's being pushed pretty damn well, and teaming with the most over guy in the company doesn't hurt. Him and Roman are going to be the most cheered thing at SummerSlam when they come out. So I don't think he's in a bad place right now. It's not like he's fucking losing in the first match of Raw every week. They're not Austin Theory and the guy, he's still a big character on Raw. A lot of people tune into Raw to see some Jey Uso. So I don't know if I can sign off on that. Is he the world champion anymore? No. But I do think he's still doing some stuff. He's still kind of a big star in my mind.
Yeah, I still think he's still getting over. People are still doing.
Yeah.
So as long as people are still doing that at shows, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Now I'll ask my question.
All right, go ahead.
Does CM Punk need to win the world title at SummerSlam, or can they wait a couple months?
I mean, they're gonna give it to Seth. If Seth is not hurt, like Meltzer is saying that he is, or that he's not, because Meltzer has said, "Oh, this whole thing is a work," which pretty much makes me think now that Triple H, when Seth Rollins comes back to TV, Triple H is going to run over his foot with a car just so Meltzer could be wrong.
Yeah, he could.
Because Vince McMahon used to pull the deal where, like, when Meltzer would say, "Oh yeah, this is what they're doing," everybody would always expect it. So then Vince would go the opposite direction as just a big fuck you to Meltzer. So instead of just firing the assholes that give Meltzer all the information, like, he used to go into meetings and say, all right, anybody gives this goddamn information to Meltzer, pal, you're all fired. Okay, cool. All right, Dave Meltzer. Hey, Dave, guess what? We just got threatened, so here's the next bit of information. Yeah. No wonder Vince shit on all your heads. But like, if you're fucking disobeying him like that. I mean, I wouldn't shit on your head. I just hit you in the face with a frying pan or something. But what's the point? I have no clue.
I'm genuinely, what are we talking about?
I think his question was about CM Punk. And then, like, I just started talking about how. Yeah.
I asked if he should win, if he needs to win the title at SummerSlam, or can he wait? Can they wait and hold off?
Well, I don't know if they have plans on giving Punk the title. Like, I don't know if that's in their fucking purview. I don't know if they plan. I think Cody might get the belt back. You might get that switch. Punk and Gunther, I would love it. But I think they're kind of trying to establish Gunther by having him beat a good veteran. I mean, coming off, Gunther just got the belt back. He did the Goldberg match. It would kind of be anticlimactic to have him lose right away.
Right.
So you kind of stack up another big name by having him beat the CM Punk, and you move on from there. I would be surprised and excited and happy, and I'm going to be saying, that Mussolini! I'm going to be happy as fuck watching him come out, and it's clobbering time, baby.
By the way, that's next Saturday.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
that flies when you're having.
Speaking of that, are we going to change our? Oh no, I'll ask you that tomorrow.
We'll still do it at 7:00 like usual. We should be finishing up that draft next week. But we'll talk about that because this is wrestling time. We can't really talk about the cartoons during the wrestling time.
That's why we switched. I said we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it's been a rule for a while, but I've been ignoring it.
But yeah, I don't think Punk needs it. His return isn't marked by a title win. He got to main event his WrestleMania. He got to fucking have the feud of the year with Drew and a great Hell in a Cell match. His return has been a success.
Yeah.
So Punk's
Andy's having fun.
He's having fun. He's a major star on the show. Him and Cena was a good time. I've liked everything the Punk's given us. This is way better than the AEW run. I'm sorry, Eric, but it just is.
Yeah.
Like the matches with Ricky Saints were okay. Shit.
Yeah.
The Eddie Kingston feud was cool. Obviously, MJF was the best thing he did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
no, I agree with that.
But the Drew feud was better than the MJF feud.
Oh yeah.
It just is.
Oh yeah.
So you have that. All right, I got another question for you guys.
Okay. Briefs.
Huh?
I figured it was going to be boxers or briefs, so I'm saying briefs.
You're a thong man.
It cuts off the circulation down there.
My third and last question would be, and I'm going to answer this myself. What's the one thing that everybody's behind right now that you're just not into? In any company. What's something that universally praised? So a hot take right now for you guys. I guess we'll summarize it in that. What's a hot take you guys have right now about the current product? Could be any company.
I think,
or something that everybody hates that you may love.
I'm loving Tony Khan's booking right now.
That's a good pick.
Well, that's a gray area.
I think he's been doing pretty damn well. I mean, All In was proof of that.
He did, but the Death Rider should be done now. The fact that
I think it's slowly going to die. I think they're still going to.
Wheeler Yuta title match. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then we have him and Moxley again next week. But I do think that they're going to start something because Gabe Kidd got hurt. Thank God.
Yeah. I think Darby is going to somehow interfere in that match, or
even
after
though nobody's allowed at ringside.
After the match.
Yeah.
Or he'll be in a mask or something.
He'll be up in the rafters again.
Yeah.
He'll pull a Sting. Let's see. Something that they love, but I don't like. FTR.
Are they like beloved right now? I don't think anyone's singing FTR's praises, to be honest with you.
I do have something on that later, but we'll get to that later.
I mean, they always call like FTR like the best tag team, and I don't know if they're necessarily doing it now.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say Karrion Kross because I don't want to shit on it because like he's doing something. He's gonna be on SummerSlam. Him and Sammy has been added to the card. I think they're gonna be on Saturday.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully it'll be between 7 and 8 when Eric and I are doing a program. But we'll see. Last time I'm plugging it. Well, actually, no, I'll plug it at the end. But I'm a dick. Don't
No, you're not.
Don't all disagree at once.
You're not a dick.
You know what? You know what's something that I'm not necessarily digging that I think everybody might be.
Yeah.
But I don't know if people are actually digging her or not. Is this whole Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill thing? Like the fact that is one of the featured matches at SummerSlam, and by the way, they've had no build.
Yeah. Maybe tonight.
They have to do something big tonight.
They got 2 weeks.
So,
but people are thinking that tonight's going to be like a Hulk-centric episode.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're like, tonight is all about Hulk. Deb Duggan, Hacksaw Jim Duggan's wife. I mean, I don't know her personally, but that's what people call her. They just call her Deb. Posted a picture that they're on their way to Cleveland, which is where SmackDown is tonight.
Yep.
So they're on their way, which makes perfect sense. Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Hulk Hogan have been together were together for years. Very close friends. I would not be surprised to see him on the show. Ted DiBiase, the Bushwhacker.
Bischoff declined, or he couldn't make it.
Bischoff may have sent in a video because they've reached out to Wrestling Legends and asked if they would at least send videos.
Bischoff is the guy, but obviously the family I feel awful for. I feel really bad for Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
That's been his boy for fucking life. I mean, when I've said this multiple times that there is no more loyal of a friend than when it comes to Eric Bischoff to Hulk Hogan. There is nobody that will die at the sword more and take as many fucking shots as possible for somebody.
Yeah.
Than Eric Bischoff or Hulk Hogan. And he loves that dude. And Hulk loved him. And that was a genuine friendship, and you could tell.
And Kevin Nash.
And of course, big sexy too.
Which I bet you that they probably asked him to be on the show tonight because since Cleveland and Detroit are not that far apart, but because he's lazy, he'll probably just be like, I'll send a video in.
Yeah.
Did he do his podcast yet?
No, I haven't done it. Oh, you're asking if Bischoff's done it?
No, Nash.
If he did a pod on Hogan yet?
No. I mean, I'm sure that it's coming Monday.
I just saw the tweet from Bischoff. Thanks for the house.
Yeah. I know Sean Mooney, old time, former WWF announcer. He did a show as soon as him and his partner Steve Fall, as soon as they found out, they recorded like 3 or 4 episodes that are like all Hogan centric, and they did like a 1-hour tribute yesterday. Yeah. The Golden Era podcast is what it's called. It's actually becoming one of my, besides the shows that we do, that's actually my favorite podcast right now.
Okay. All right. Well, this is the one that I had. I think Lyra and Becky is so overrated. I know that's your girl, and I'm sorry, but everybody's acting like Lyra's getting over, and I don't fucking see it.
I agree. I agree with you, Daniel.
I think that, yes, it's been a good attempt at a story, and I know that they're trying, and Becky's trying her ass off, Bayley's trying her ass off. I don't see it in Lyra. I don't think she's stepping up to the plate like everybody else does.
She's cute, but that's it.
You chauvinistic pig. But if they're, I'm just talking in the ring, and like on the mic and everything. I don't believe her. She's not a believable star for me. And
I agree with you.
Working for everybody else is good for them, but that's why I posed that question. Because to me, that story, Becky's trying her ass off. Becky's doing great heel work. I don't think she's got a good enough babyface to work in with Lyra.
Yep.
Ring work wise, Lyra Valkyria is at the top of her game. She's always been a very good wrestler. On the mic, she has had difficulty. A lot of difficulty.
You got to demand she's not Ricky fucking Steamboat. Like, let's be honest.
Well, no, she's not Ricky Steamboat, but she is probably one of the better women wrestlers on WWE television right now.
In the ring, okay.
In ring. I'm not talking about promo. She is up there now. Like, obviously, the 3 best women's wrestlers right now, my opinion, in WWE, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Stephanie Vaquer. Because they are the complete package. And by the way, 2 of them can't even speak English. All right? But they can cut a promo.
I'd put Liv in there if she was healthy.
If she was healthy, yes. But they can cut promos. As broken as they are, they can still cut. Lyra Valkyria can't cut a promo. She has tried. And she was getting good for a while. And it's not working. And I think they're adding a new wrinkle to the storyline where, if she can't win the title at SummerSlam, she can't challenge for it anymore. All right. So obviously she's going to win the title back, right? Yeah. But now it's like Bayley is trying too hard. So a Bayley heel turn's coming.
Yeah.
So it's either she's going to screw Lyra out of the title or she's going to attack Lyra after the match if Lyra wins the title back. It's just she's having a hard time connecting with the audience because you could be a good wrestler all you want, but you have to, have that charisma. She doesn't have charisma.
I agree.
Io Sky has charisma. Stephanie Vaquer has charisma, but it also helps that she is drop dead gorgeous. Rhea Ripley, charisma, drop dead gorgeous, and one of the biggest female stars right now. All 3 of them are marketable.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking more forward. When I like Charlotte better on a show than a baby face like that, I know they're not working.
Yeah.
I think Charlotte's doing better shit. I think Charlotte and Alexa in that tag match, I'm excited for that with Raquel. I think Raquel's doing great shit finally. And I think her and Roxy are a fun team and that whole dynamic, especially with Liv being gone. And then Charlotte, the odd couple of Charlotte and Alexa is so much fun. So, that's working more for me than anything in the Intercontinental title scene, honestly.
Well, yeah, and I do agree with that. I'm not saying that Lyra is like. I'm not disagreeing about what Lyra's doing. I just don't think she's connecting with the audience like a Rhea Ripley or Stephanie Vicaire or Io Sky, like what those top baby faces are doing right now. And by the way, and it's sad that 2 of the 3 are connecting more than Lyra because 2 of the 3 can't speak English. All right.
You already got the point off it. That was a good pop earlier. It was a great point.
Yeah. And then I went in for the go around.
Yeah. You even said it in the right tone the first time.
Yeah.
It was great.
I said it in the Bill Burr tone the first time around, and now like I tried it again, and it's just like
It's all right. But I agree. Those people are over. I will say, like, Alexa Bliss still gets the biggest reactions though when she comes out. Whether they want to push her or not, or do something with her or not.
I was talking like mainly like on Raw.
Yeah. Well, 100%. On SmackDown, you got Tiffy Time.
Who she's not getting over that much either.
Yes, she is.
I'm ready for my second question.
The people are cheering hard for her.
They are. I guess I've just been missing her segments.
I think she's over as fuck still.
I mean, she puts on fantastic matches too. I just think sometimes with her promo, she comes off just way too heelish.
I think she's a heel. I don't know. I mean, she gets put in these babyface situations a lot, but her and Trish, like, was she not the heel for that?
Oh, she was. And then it was funny because when she won and she was like celebrating and all that, Jessica Carr had to come out and whisper in her ear, "Get the fuck out of here!" Like Trish needs to have her moment.
Yeah.
And Tiffany was just like, "Whoops."
I'll go with my second question. How long does Hangman need to? What do they need to do with Hangman to have this title reign be successful? And how long does he need to hold it?
Well, they need to give him the right opponents.
6 months.
Until Road End, where MJF takes it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, MJF has to be the one to take it from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-7 months. It doesn't need to be another year like the Death Riders, and it doesn't need to be like longer than that. But it's a nice 6 months and beat guys, especially now that they're doing these monthly like pay-per-views. Beat really credible they got the heels to do it. Put them up against them and let Hangman do some cool shit.
Let him work Okada. Let him work.
Need one more match with Swerve.
Fuck, they could do the Omega thing again.
Yeah, like bring Omega in there.
Swerve
Anybody in Callis's family.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you got a whole heel faction right there of guys who could be used as main eventers. Mainly because you have a fucking asshole.
Brian Cage and Hangman Page would be an interesting main event.
Yeah. Well, he's hurt right now. But, I mean,
he had some matches with, what's his name? The other guy.
Archer?
Yeah. They had the death match.
Yeah. Yeah. So, there's enough guys, again, just in that group alone, that could give
Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
He's good. He's main event already, huh? For the world title.
Maybe not yet.
I mean, they just fucking snubbed him out of getting the TNT title. He's gonna have to beat Dustin for that soon. Because he was beating Hangman for the TNT title, but
Adam Cole.
Yeah, my bad. He was beating baby. He was beating Boom Boom for the title, and then
I mean, what about programming Ricochet against Hangman?
That would be good.
That would be good for Ricochet too, because
do they need to do Darby and Man?
Give Darby Moxley first and let them do that, because that's on the table and it's forever. Let Darby and Moxley do some crazy shit together. Like
it's going to be out.
A barbed wire cage with thumbtacks sticking out of there and spikes coming from the roof and shit like that. Because both of them are fucking delirious. So do something like that with them. That would be cool.
What was the name? What was the name of that medieval torture chamber that they had? That they put you in it and there's like spikes all over the place. So like they close the door and you're just like automatically impaled, but it doesn't do enough damage to kill you in the chamber. But as soon as like you open it up, you bleed right the fuck out.
I don't know. What the fuck?
I don't know. You've watched enough of medieval shows.
Yeah, but
They don't do that shit on Game of Thrones has never done that shit.
Nah, that. They just chop heads off. And
They
shit.
just fucking chop off your penis and set a 12-year-old girl on fire.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's what they do.
But God forbid, no, they don't put anybody in the torture chamber.
You
That's
know,
too violent.
the best gimmick match of all time is still the exploding anus death match. I cannot believe that's a real thing that I found on Wikipedia. I suppose you can find anything, though.
Pretty much.
Would you wrestle in one of those, Eric?
No.
Me neither.
Would you?
No. I'd ref one. I wouldn't wrestle.
Yeah, as long as it was Blake Monroe and JC Jane.
No, stop.
Doug, do you want to go over your last question first, or should I?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right, so it's kind of a two-parter. And it can be any company. A babyface that needs to go heel,
Ooh.
and a heel that needs to go babyface.
Ooh, this is perfect. This
All
might
right,
happen
go
at
ahead.
SummerSlam.
Go ahead. I can see the drool coming from your mouth.
Cody and Cena.
Right.
So you think it should be a double turn?
Yep. I mean, that's the rumors.
Yeah, it is.
So it's perfect. That's a perfect question, Doug. Thank.
For AEW, I'm gonna go Hobbs. Hobbs should turn heel. I'd like Powerhouse Hobbs is big fucking power, and him and Hangman could bring
That could be great.
Yeah, that could be a fun feud that you could work on and like really build to like a big spectacle.
Now,
like
do you
that.
give him a manager or do you just have him go on his own? Because at one time he was a member of the Callis family.
Yeah, you could put him with, but I like having him on his own. I
You
don't
put
think.
him back with Don?
No, I'd have him on his own, just like a Goldberg, but a heel, and just destroy everybody.
What about putting him with MVP and putting him in the Hurt Syndicate?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I'd be fine with him on his own, just as a bad guy destroying everybody.
Are the Hurt Syndicate turning face, or is that just something that happened on Wednesday?
No, they got paid like the APA. When you pay them, they'll kick ass.
Yeah.
They get paid to hurt people.
Yeah.
That's their whole gimmick, and I think it's awesome. And I'm glad and I like that MJF was pissed about it. And fucking Bobby Lashley grabbed him by the fucking that hurts it to get MJF some of the best shit on the show. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
As far as a face that should go, or no, a heel that should go face. I mean, they just turned Becky, so I don't know if I would go for that. But
Lyra?
A heel that should go face.
Oh, heel.
yeah, big heel that should go face.
Drew?
I love him as a heel, though. I love Drew as a heel. They just kind of switched him, even though they never really. Honestly, Braun Breaker.
Okay.
It could be time to do the Batista thing. Braun Breaker. Especially now if Seth is going to be out or if he isn't. I don't like this group anyway. So I want
It had so much potential, too.
It did, but it doesn't work for me. It's not working for me, brother. I don't love it. And I do like Braun, though, and he's still the future. So let's get him away from that and have him do something different and have him go on a Goldberg-like tear, like I said about Hobbs.
Right.
But as a babyface.
So mine would be the babyface to go heel, I think, would be Lyra. I think that would help her.
I thought that was the direction they were going in, too.
Yeah, but now it looks like they're going with Bailey, which I think is dumb. I mean, Bailey probably does need a heel turn herself, but I would
I love her as a heel.
I would turn Lyra heel.
Yeah.
Okay. A heel that needs to go babyface. You know, I'm gonna go to AEW, and I'm actually gonna say, because I do think there is potential. There is potential for this. I'm gonna. Am I gonna go there? No, I'm gonna say that even though they're doing decent work right now, I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby Lashley go babyface.
Yeah.
Especially to get a couple matches again with him and MJF.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying turn Shelton an MVP. That's why, like, I think you do a thing where you put Hobbs in, Bobby gets jealous, and then Bobby gets booted.
Where does MJF fit, though?
I do have another theory with that.
Well, MJF would be the one that
we're kind of building toward an MJF Bobby match.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're getting.
Well, that's the thing. MJF uses his money.
And then gets Hobbs in.
Yeah.
Beats the shit out of Bobby.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Well, this is kind of third question and kind of a prediction, but I think MJF is going to help FTR and reform the Pinnacle. What do you think of that?
I think it's dumb.
The Pinnacle didn't really work.
Yeah.
The thing is that like AEW is going back to wanting to have like managers really dominate.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that at first when they were doing.
Yeah, Callis, Stokely, and obviously Prince Nana.
Yeah.
Mother Wayne a little bit, but yeah.
Nick Wayne is. I don't know. There might be something there. He's finally starting to get me a little bit.
Yeah. Well, remember he's only 20 years old.
Yeah, he's a young kid.
Yeah. I think what you can do too is if he can't wrestle again, you make Adam Cole a manager.
That would be cool.
That's ironic because that's one of the reasons why he didn't stay in WWE.
It's because they wanted to make him a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they wanted to shave his head, and they wanted to change his name to Adam Bald or something.
What the fuck? No way.
Well, because they didn't want him and Michael Cole to get confused.
No, you're bullshit.
No, I'm being serious.
Adam Bald.
I think he is actually being serious. I don't remember that.
Well, I don't blame him. I would fucking quit too if they were telling me, hey, you're dead bald.
And it was because of Brit and because of the Twitch stream too, but that's one of the reasons.
All right. Now, you wanted to do a bold prediction for each promotion.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
You.
My bold prediction. WWE.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon comes back.
Okay.
A bold prediction,
Yes.
and he thinks Shane McMahon comes back to WWE.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bold prediction. I think Brock Lesnar debuts for AEW in Toronto.
Really?
Whoa.
No, that's a bold fucking prediction.
That is.
You really fucking stepped up to the plate on that one.
That would shake the industry.
That would shake the
Well, because Daniel Cormier said that he's on a TKO banned list.
So, dude, if you heard that in the main event, fucking Hangman's right, you just hear
and he attacked Hangman. Oh shit.
that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. If Doug is right on that, we have to. I don't know what we have to do.
We'll take him out. we'll take him out to eat. My bold prediction. I think by the end of this year, Swerve's getting the title back. And that might not be that bold, but I don't think MJF's going to end up with the belt. I think Swerve's going to get the belt back somehow.
You think somebody's going to cost MJF the title? I mean, when he cashes
I don't know
it in.
how they're going to get there, but I think Swerve touches the title by the end of 25.
I could see it. At World's End, Swerve versus Heyman one last time.
Yes. I don't know. There's so much money there. Swerve is the fucking man. He's one of my favorites on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I watch AEW for Swerve. I like Swerve.
Yep.
I'm a big fan of his. So, and I think he's only gotten better and better. But to see fucking NXT from like every time you see him go out, he's better.
Yeah.
Each time. He's just gotten better. And now he's kind of like elite.
Him and Tony.
And that tag match, yeah.
Him and Tony leaving WWE were probably the best thing for their careers.
Absolutely. That's why it's like when people are like, oh, the AEW snake bit. Some people do the best work of their career there. Right now, I mean, and Toni Storm is a huge case for that. Huge. She never really fit in WWE. She had some good matches, but she never fit in. And AEW, she is AEW. She really fucking is. She is like the face of that brand.
There is only one balcony bitch around here, and that's me. That was part of her promo.
She's the trap that can't be trolloped.
And she basically helped Mariah May go back to WWE because I don't know if it wasn't for that feud would Mariah May be back in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, they probably would have seen the potential anyway. Mariah May is very good, but AEW, I mean, that's why, like, people are going to try to say that AEW never made anybody. AEW has made a bunch of people so far. And I know it's like, oh, it's not like they're global superstars, but fucking Mariah May was a world champion that became a really good worker in a short time. And it was because of her work with Toni Storm. That was one of my favorite feuds of last year.
Yep.
Now, Blake Monroe, I don't give a shit about, honestly. I don't give a fuck about the chick chilling in the bathtub. You know, she hasn't done anything to impress me yet. But that feud with Tony and AEW, Tony Khan knew how to book Mariah May.
Yeah.
We'll see if Sean does. But you got to give Tony that. He booked the hell out of her. He made her a star.
Well, the only thing Sean's proven right now is he wants her clean.
Yeah.
But
that's a good one too. But the AEW has made a lot of people like Darby is kind of a household name now.
Yeah.
If you're a wrestling fan, if you're a casual fan, you don't fucking know Darby.
Now, of course, her being in the bathtub so many times is making a lot of guys not clean, especially their laundry. But
you've had some flops like Jungle Boy, and
I thought that was all right.
It was okay, but it's too much now. We're actually talking, and now it's just.
You think he's coming back?
Especially for the last 10 minutes. That's what I mean. Jungle Boy and Sammy Guevara. Like, you think about the Four Pillars match, and only two of them were really pillars. Is it Darby and MJF?
Yeah.
Jungle Boy.
I would consider Hangman a pillar.
Yeah, he was. But and Hangman's the man. So I like. What was I saying before that? You guys keep fucking.
Sorry.
Don't go on your phone when I ask you a question.
I don't know what the hell you're
talking. You were
I
too
barely
busy
know what the hell I'm talking.
You're trying to get your stupid shtick in when we can't have a fucking conversation. But yeah, AEW is in a good spot right now.
My bold prediction for AEW. Who would come in? I think Tony Khan brings in somebody to be GM. What's his name? The former guy from TNA.
Oh, Scott D'Amore?
Yeah.
You think AEW is going to bring in Scott D'Amore?
I mean, they've had meetings with him.
Right.
Maybe not on air GM, but some type of he's gonna be helping Tony Khan.
All right, what's yours for the other company?
For WWE?
Yeah.
I think. Well, I'm trying to go bold here, and I just pulled a bold one out of my buttocks when I said about Brock Lesnar. Bold for WWE, I would say that Gunther is going to be the one to retire John Cena.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Because it'll start a gimmick with him and be like, I retired Goldberg. Now I'm going to retire John Cena. Because when they get to Boston in December for Saturday night's main event, John Cena is going to be a babyface.
Yeah.
Yep.
You ready for mine?
Yeah.
For WWE?
Yeah.
I think my bold prediction is that Seth is really hurt. I don't think it's a work. I think it's real.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't said what the injury is either, have they?
My bold prediction is Jelly Roll wins a championship by the end of 2025.
Oh, God.
Whether it's a tag strap or a fucking U.S. title, Jelly Roll's winning a belt, damn it.
Randy Orton?
Maybe. They might get momentum after if they beat Logan and Drew. All right, guys, you want to get out of here? We got SmackDown coming up.
Yep.
A few other things. We can always come back and do another State of Wrestling. This was a lot of fun. Join us next week for the Hulk Hogan tribute. And it's more of a Hulk Hogan retrospective. We're going to talk about his whole career and our favorite moments and matches and all that fun stuff. Doug, what do you do tomorrow on the cartoon show?
We are still in the process of drafting teams or divisions for the Animated Anarchy series. This is part, I believe, 72. Or at least that's what it feels like. I swear to God, this thing is. If we put like a compilation together of all the parts of the drafting we've done for the Animated Anarchy series, it's going to be longer than Gone with the Wind. But so we're doing that tomorrow. We still have some big ones up on the board as far as shows go. South Park and the Animated series have not been drafted yet. Some underrated shows like the Smurfs, who Eric didn't think they were blue enough to be in the Blue League in the Cartoon Classic. He thought Green Turtles were more blue than Blue Smurfs. But they're going to get a fair shake this time around, we think. They're still in it. X-Men the Animated Series still has to be drafted. Plenty of shows. So we're going to do that tomorrow. And hopefully we're going to have a system set up. So we're going to have 5-minute periods for each division that we're drafting for. We're going to have the timer set for 5 minutes. So hopefully that'll help us actually draft more than 6 divisions in an episode.
All righty, guys. Check out the Dizzleverse. The best damn Twitch stream there ever was. Make sure to check out MoneyE's sports show.
Yep.
All the
I did one before we went on air, so
make sure.
That's why your internet connection sucked.
We got the Stabcast on Sunday and a bunch of other good, lovely stuff for the folks. We'll see everybody next time. Make sure to eat your prayers and say your vitamins.
Yeah.
Have a great night, everybody.
Eric, take care of the
shorts.
All right. It's my gimmick every fucking show, all right?
I got you guys.
Not over. All right.
Love you, boys.
Love you too, bub. Say it back. That's his gimmick.
Love you.